Hello fellow Asians and non-Asians, today I'll be reconstructing my 5.08 official 3x3 single that I got just a few days ago at Vancouver Big Cubes Open 2019. Despite the last layer, this was a pretty smooth solve and I'm just really happy to have gotten such a fast time for me in competition. But before I get started with the reconstruction, I just want to shout out my friend Jonathan or JT Cubes, mainly because he really wants to get to 500 subscribers. So it would be great if you could just check out his channel and subscribe before you watch the rest of this video. Make sure to link his channel in the description as well. And without further ado, let me just get into this reconstruction. Alright, so here's the scramble. It will be up at the top of the screen if you do want to follow along. And as you might know, I only do white cross. So right off the bat, I found a pretty decent 6-move cross solution. And right after I found that solution, I ended up tracking my first pair, which was the orange, white, and blue pair. So my first 3 moves of the cross were L, B, L prime, and I brought this F12 edge up to the UB location. Then I did R2, F, D, and I brought this corner right here. So this pair could be easily solved in 5 moves. There are also 2 gens, which is just R2, RU2, R2, U prime R. But for some reason I didn't do that. I ended up doing a solution that had 2 rotations. I think it was just because I was really nervous. So I ended up doing D wide prime, RU2 R prime, D wide, and then inserting them into the back like this. Then I saw this pair, so I could do U prime, or U prime R prime to set them up and insert them into the back. Then as I did that, I saw this pair sort of appear right in front of me, so I did U2, L prime U L to set them up and just insert them. And finally I have this pair, which is RU R prime U, RU R prime. So now I have this really easy 8-move OLO, and I know from experience that if these 2 colors are opposite and these 2 are the same, then this will give me some sort of EPLL or maybe even an EPLL skip. And I saw this bar right here, and I knew that that would be preserved. So I knew that I was going to expect either a U prim or a PLL skip. So I did my first 7 moves of the OLO, and I hesitated right before the last move. I hesitated for like a split second, and I realized that the entire cube was solved. There's no AUF needed, so I finished the last move, stopped the timer, and got a 5.08. I wouldn't consider this a sub 5 fail at all, as the solve was very smooth, and I didn't know at the time how to recognize a PLL skip, but now I do. It's just if there's a bar right here and also a bar right here, then it will be a skip. But despite that, I'm still really happy about the solve. 5.08 is a very good time for me, and it was a 45-move solution with about 8.86 TPS if I recall correctly, which is pretty good, but I've definitely had better. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this solve. I hope to break even more personal records in the future, and yeah, goodbye.